Reaching 100,000 kilometers on an Indian motorcycle used to mean surrendering to a completely lifeless commuter bike. Today, manufacturing tolerances have tightened to the point where engine lifespans are vastly longer, but marketing brochures often bury the true cost of actually keeping those engines alive over a decade of ownership. We need to stop looking at reliability as a single, universal score that applies equally across every motorcycle on the showroom floor. This chart plots maintenance against performance. Down here is inherent durability, engines built to survive active neglect and missed services. Up here is conditional reliability. These high-performance engines are bulletproof, but require exact fluid specs and strict service intervals. Skip a service, they fail. We are going to segment India's most durable engine platforms by rider profile. This will expose the exact compromises you have to make to secure a 1 lakh kilometer lifespan. Purchasing a machine praised for its high mileage potential is useless if your personal commitment to maintenance doesn't match the engine's mechanical limits. Let's start with daily commuters who require hyper-efficiency and absolute longevity over any form of riding thrill. We call this group the pragmatists. Look at this scorecard for the Honda 125cc platforms, like the Shine and SP125, along with the Unicorn 160. Japanese engineers designed these with a deeply conservative philosophy. They score extremely high on neglect tolerance, but sacrifice paper horsepower to get there. In real-world workshop conditions, these Honda engines have been observed surviving and running with as little as 300 milliliters of oil left in the crankcase. That extreme tolerance keeps daily running costs at the absolute bottom tier. Yamaha takes a similar approach with the FC 149cc engine. The factory intentionally restricted the power output to ensure the engine operates under low stress, resulting in severe fuel efficiency and long-term durability for daily city riding. But that durability demands physical compromises. On the Hondas, you will encounter subpar, fragile plastic bodywork, and on the Yamaha, the low engine stress translates to a severe lack of passing power on the highway. Riders in this segment are paying strictly for mechanical peace of mind. They are actively trading away high-speed capability and pure riding excitement to ensure their engine outlives the loan payments. For young riders balancing aggressive styling and high top-end performance needs against a strict running budget, the math changes entirely. The Yamaha 155cc platform, which powers the MT-15, R15, and XSR, relies on VVA tech to bridge this gap. VVA, or variable valve actuation, is a mechanical system that shifts camshaft profiles at higher RPMs to deliver top-end power without ruining low-speed efficiency. Because Yamaha shares this exact engine across 3 distinct chassis styles, the massive volume of shared components guarantees bulletproof parts availability for the next 15 years. This comparison matrix shows how the Yamaha competes against the Bajaj NS200 and KTM 200 platforms. Both the Bajaj and KTM utilize a shared liquid-cooled architecture. Thanks to massive domestic sales volume, both platforms score perfectly on long-term parts availability. However, the 200cc platform has a specific vulnerability. The engine's water pump seals are prone to failing, but workshop data shows this occurs strictly when owners ignore their mandatory coolant change intervals. To maximize handling, these sport platforms also require a harsh trade-off in rider comfort. You will deal with notoriously stiff suspension setups and highly compromised ergonomics for anyone riding pillion. Choosing an engine in this segment secures high revving performance. You just have to accept that you are permanently trading away everyday comfort and any sense of exclusivity on the road. We also have riders who prioritize low-end torque, brand heritage, and a relaxed cruising stance. The Royal Enfield J-Series 350 engine represents a massive technological upgrade. It completely replaces their older, historically problematic UCE platform. UCE stands for Unit Construction Engine, an older design combining the engine, gearbox, and clutch into a single casing that was notorious for mechanical issues. Mechanically, the new J-Series delivers drastically reduced engine vibrations at cruising speeds, while keeping your routine maintenance costs incredibly cheap. However, you must avoid the older Royal Enfield 411cc engine platform entirely. Workshop interactions consistently point to fatal, repeating reliability issues with that specific motor. The direct rival to the J-Series is the Honda CB350 ecosystem. Honda engineered this platform with superior engine refinement, resulting in smooth low-end torque and highly forgiving beginner-friendly dynamics. The CB350 carries a severe geographic limitation. It is sold and serviced exclusively through the Honda Big Wing network, which drastically limits your access to parts and specialized mechanics if you live outside a major urban center. Long-term cruiser ownership now comes down to a geographic choice. You either choose widespread universal service access with Royal Enfield or peak engine refinement securely locked within Honda's specialized network. Finally, we evaluate the accessible heavyweights. These are for riders seeking 400cc plus power or multi-cylinder character without paying European maintenance prices. The Triumph 400 and the Bajaj 400 platforms, found in the Dominar and NS 400, deliver heavy performance with a crucial upgrade. They feature highly refined thermal management, keeping the engine significantly cooler than older, overheating 390cc architectures. The Triumph engines do have a specific maintenance quirk. They require strict adjustments to their valve shims. A valve shim is a small metal disc used to ensure the exact proper clearance between the camshaft and the engine valves to prevent internal engine noise. If you want 2 cylinders, the Royal Enfield 650 twins act as the cheapest, most reliable access point to multi-cylinder torque in the country. The core architecture of the 650 twins is a highly simple air and oil-cooled parallel twin. Because it serves global markets, it is built to international standards, resulting in a durable block. That platform carries heavy penalties. The cooling technology is outdated. The motorcycles are excessively heavy, and they suffer from known chassis wobble issues that require constant owner oversight to manage. Affordable heavyweights successfully democratize premium power, but they demand the absolute highest level of proactive mechanical oversight from the owner to survive past 50,000 kilometers. From a workshop owner's perspective, the final data points to one undeniable reality. The concept of a universally reliable motorcycle simply does not exist anymore. Pouring cheap, low-grade oil into a modern, tight-tolerance engine will violently destroy its internal components, regardless of the brand. Look at this decision matrix. If you prioritize absolute neglect tolerance above all else, route your money to the Honda 125 or the Unicorn. If you demand low running costs paired with advanced engine tech, follow the second route and choose the Yamaha 155 platform. If your priority is relaxed highway cruising backed by widespread service availability, select the Royal Enfield J-Series 350. And if you want premium multi-cylinder output, buy the Triumph 400 or the Royal Enfield 650, but clearly accept the strict maintenance tax required to run them. A 1 lakh kilometer lifespan is never purchased at the showroom. It is earned by respecting the engineering limits of the machine and matching your daily habits